Welcome back to Kimball's Corner. Thanks for gracing us with your face, Rocky. Today, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Something abstract, I think. Maybe impressionistic. Maybe I don't know.
You guys, the whole weekend, Kimball's been like, "What am I gonna do for my live? I don't know what I'm gonna do," and just like back and forth, back and forth. How many hours have you had to figure this out, Kimball?
How much did you help me decide?
I was animating Santa.
Anyway, I pulled out some colored pencils. I've got some watercolors, and then I was like, you know what? Yesterday we had a really nice day. So I found some photos that I took, and I'm just gonna draw something from those. It's gonna be autumnal, think pumpkins and coffee, because that was our day yesterday. So I am going to use whatever colors I want, because I'm an adult and I can do what I want.
That's right. We think anyway. Robin says, "Hi, Kimball."
Hi.
Kimball, we're gonna need like 20% more energy. Okay, let's
shut up.
Let's
I'm thinking. I don't know what to do. I'm panicking.
Okay, let's see what
you know what. Let's start.
Just show us the utensils that you have here.
Okay, so far this is my Jane. Okay, I put all of my Jane Davenport pencils in here. So pretty. I have like these are colored pencils. These are the original colored pencils.
What does that mean? Original color pen, like her original set?
Yeah, they came out like 5 years ago. The other ones came out like a year or two ago.
Christine says, "Hi, Kimball and Rocky."
Hi. The only set I don't have in here is the skincare because they're in a tin somewhere. I think they're downstairs. I don't know. And then these are the watercolor pencils. So I'm going to be using these colored pencils, but not right now.
Lovely.
I'm going to be using. Do we go by? I think it's Prima Marketing or it's Art Philosophy. I don't know. See,
we don't know. Does anyone know what it is?
Art Philosophy, and then it says Prima Marketing.
We don't know. It's just weird that art supply is called marketing.
Right, so I'm going to say it's Art Philosophy. Anyway, the Decadent pies and the classics. Will I use other ones?
Go Benget says, "Hi, guys."
Hello, darling. And this is my Green and Stone Arsh watercolor book.
My Arsh.
We
need to do a flip through at the end. Those look so pretty.
There's only like 5 pictures in there. Calm down.
Well, let's all just not oversell it.
Yeah. And
Sadie says, "Hi, folks."
Hi, it's all.
And Trish is here. She says, "Hi, everyone," as well.
Hello, gorgeous. Just trying to sort my life out, and it's not happening right now.
He's trying to delay the inevitable, which is the blank page.
Well, I have ideas.
You have a concept of an idea.
Okay, barf on that. If you know, you know. Also, it is kind of funny because how dumb.
I don't even know what that reference is, so.
Are you serious?
Yeah, why?
Somebody didn't watch the debate.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. You go there now.
We won't speak of it. We must not speak its name. You must not be named.
Okay, so excuse you, my hand needs to flicker sometimes. These, just make sure they don't drip.
I just want to hear a rusty sound as you're moving those.
Rocky's little sound effects going
basically
off in his head.
Leslie says, "Hello, boys and everyone."
Hello. Those are just activating.
Oh
my god, it reminds me of the Leslie Hall song. I did not activate. I don't know how it goes, but she says activate, and Rocky knows it. Rocky?
I don't know what he's talking about.
You're the Leslie Hall fan. Okay, let's pick out a color. I'm doing pumpkins and coffee, but I'm going to pick a pretty color that I just want to draw with.
Wait, can we see your coffee cup?
I don't want to scare anybody.
But
boo.
Insert screaming woman in an alleyway.
Yeah, alleyway.
All right.
Let's find a color. Ooh, I could do brown because that would complement the cup because the cup's gonna be blue. Or I could do blue, which would complement the pumpkins. I'm talking colored pencils, so if I did blue line work on the pumpkins.
Sadie says, "Awesome mug," and she's talking about your head.
Why, thank you. Rocky got me that mug last year.
Did I?
Yes, because
right.
I wanted it, and I was like, no, I don't need another mug. And then I had regrets hours later. I was like, why didn't I get the mug?
I got it from TK Maxx.
Yeah. All right. I am going to pick out a color eventually. What are you? What color are you? Thakmet, which sounds naughty. scrap paper to do some color testing on. Should we just go to top down?
I mean, we could, but how are people going to see my coffee cup? Top of the morning.
Wow.
It's the same cup I use every time. It doesn't matter what time of year it is. Get those spring vibes in, as we start autumn.
I want to do a strong blue.
While you're doing that, I'm going to try to create a little character here because I can kind of see one happening. No? Do you guys touch your coffee as well? Just me? Okay. Well, never mind.
Wow.
I thought it was a big mouth and I was going to create some eyes, but we're over it.
Do you remember how awesome my coffee latte art was yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
That I got on my cup? It was literally just like dribbles. I was like...
Mine was great. And
I don't need fancy latte art. It was just very funny how they just did not care. I was amused.
Okay, so Robin says, it just occurred to me that one can boo a performance or boo scare somebody. Same word, different meaning.
True. Also, a very good singer's name is Boo. Well, it's his last name, but Boo Song Kwang from 17.
Janik says, hey guys from CT.
CT, like CTUS? Yeah.
And then Sadie says, pumpkin spice for my breakfast.
Ooh.
And then Roman says, as a diviner, I can read foam on beverages. I used to read beer foam at happy hour and amaze all the boys.
You could kind of say anything at happy hour and they would believe you.
Have you ever amazed anyone at a happy hour, Kimball?
Have I ever been to a happy hour?
So no?
No.
Okay. Just answer the question, Claire.
Oh my god, you're asking questions you know the answers to. All right, water.
Connecticut.
Yay, I was
CT.
right.
All right.
Connecticut.
So what's your inspiration? Can we see some kind of like... Kimball, let's make some progress. It's been 7 minutes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, that was my delicious coffee. This was the good latte one. I had a coffee right after this. That was not.
Okay.
And then there's pumpkins that we picked.
Oh, look, we got 3 of them. We were inspired by the Witches of Eastwick, so it's like Cher, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Susan Sarandon.
You're all sick. But I was also thinking of the oh my god, not Halliwell, but those are good witches too. Sanderson sisters.
There you go.
Sanderson.
Trisha should have made a cup of tea before we started.
Honey, why didn't you make that tea?
Just make sure it's not that smooth move tea.
Also, used pink spray the other day. It went everywhere.
It's still wet too. He was touching it. It's like here, and he just smeared it.
Yeah.
You can tell Kimball has a well-used desk because there's just like there's stuff anyway. Moving on.
Or you can tell Kimball doesn't clean his desk ever. Oh, honey, you got a whisk going up into your mouth.
Oh no.
That's ew. Got stuck my finger in your mouth. All right.
Why is it any different than normal?
So what we're doing is
Kimball's trying to explain it to himself. Go ahead.
No. I'm not gonna try and make it like it's gonna. I just want to kind of play a little more with like abstract vibes.
Okay.
You got that?
Not really.
No, Rocky, I'm very concerned about what you're doing.
You just, oh my god, get on with your life.
No, see how it's falling down.
Well, I don't know what to do about that, buddy.
Rocky's phone is falling down, falling down, falling down.
Maybe I can just tighten all these things. All right, go ahead. Is that in your way?
Oh no, That's who needs space to draw.
Where do you want it? Just move where
you know what? It's gonna be abstract, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, darling.
Well, let me zoom in a bit. Okay.
Okay, well, you're going to adjust that in a minute. Let's see. Abstract. So if you know me, abstract is not my strong suit.
Or, oh my god, if there was abstract art of ABBA, it could be abstract. Abstract, Kimball.
That's taking it too far.
Okay.
It's probably more so impressionistic. I don't know, whatever. It's pumpkins and coffee, okay? Like, we love that. Yeah. So I just need to start. Little guy is going to go away because coffee's more important.
Ron says, hello guys, success for tonight. Enjoy the coffee.
Oh, why, thank y'all.
And Robin says, I mixed my spearmint tea with hot chocolate today. Cocoa mint beverage. That actually sounds kind of good.
Yeah, also, sorry you drink tea.
Why? What's
teasing.
wrong with tea?
I'm teasing.
Oh my god, Kimball. You're teasing.
Mm-hmm.
And then Robin says, I hope there are going to be faces on those pumpkins. And then Sadie says, I'm painting festive miniature watercolors. I am working on mini pumpkin. And then Elizabeth says, Buenos dias, good afternoon.
Oh, hello.
And Christine says, that spearmint tea and chocolate sounds delicious.
I don't know if y'all are as spoiled as I was when I go to the dentist. This only happens in the U.S. It does not happen here for some reason. But you know how, like, at the end, like, of your teeth cleaning, they polish your teeth with, the teeth polishing
It's like
stuff?
volcanic ash.
Yeah, so at my dentist's, they always have different flavors, and, like, they don't really tell people about it. Um, but since I get along well with my dentist
Dental
people,
hygienist.
yes, and my dentist, um, they tell me the flavors, and they have like chocolate and orange and obviously mint, which is like the one that everybody gets. Haha, I don't like mint.
And you can guess Kimball's been adding flavor combinations
Well,
and having to mix them up.
If they really like you, then they're like, you can mix them if you want. So sometimes I would do like a chocolate mint.
Why don't they ever ask me that?
Or a chocolate orange. Well, you don't care.
Mm.
Or I would do like vanilla. Yeah, they have like all sorts of delicious things, and I feel so spoiled, and I absolutely adore them.
That's when you feel the most loved.
I'm like, they care for my teeth, and they're so kind.
Is this, you mean in the US?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, here they're really, really nice. They just don't offer any flavors. It's kind of like, here you go. I don't even know if they have flavors here. I'm too scared to ask.
Mm-hmm. Sadie says, I literally did not know that was volcanic ash they use. Well, I learned a thing.
Yeah, you can't use it all the time. If it was your toothpaste, your teeth would be gone.
Yeah, I always get slightly paranoid because it does just like scrape off a micro layer of your tooth off, basically.
My teeth are fine, so I'm not worried about
Robin
it.
says, do you nibble on the dentist's exotically flavored hands?
No, but there was this one time I had my appointment was like 4 hours long. It was when I got my cavities off, my braces off, and they were doing all the fillings for the cavities because I wasn't great when I had braces, and my lips felt really chapped. So I was like, oh my god, as soon as he's done, I'm gonna lick my lips, and he like put Vaseline on my lips, and I didn't know it, and so he was like, okay, and he's like, oh well, you can lick them if you want, and I was like, oh. And like my dentist, he was super super cute, and having him like fiddle around in my mouth with his fingers was oddly.
You should have worn your like constricted panties, is what you're getting at.
I mean, I didn't get like excited, but
yeah, you didn't.
The thought.
You sure, Jan.
The thought had occurred. Okay, so this all needs to like move up there, but we don't care.
Are you gonna draw a little man standing there?
I'm a little man standing here. No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, should I give? Okay, maybe I'll do like one. Can be a little cute little jack-o'-lantern. Should I just do like
Are you really spoiling us, Kimball?
Well, we'll just draw like the typical jack-o'-lantern.
Kimball refused to decorate our little pumpkins downstairs.
Didn't see you decorating them.
Well, I was busy animating Santa.
That's your excuse for everything. That sounds very inappropriate too.
Whatever. Keep them guessing.
Nose up or nose down. Whatever. And
Anyway, how's everyone's week going? What's happening? Is anyone in the autumn mood? Have you gone pumpkin picking yet?
If not, you're missing out.
Pumpkin spice lattes, sweater weather, all that.
I do love good sweater weather.
By the way, I hope with all the raining and flooding that's happening, I hope everyone who's watching is being safe and has not been affected by it, because we've just seen so much devastation on the news that it's like depressing.
Yeah.
I don't even know how people rebuild after all this.
The thing that I don't get, like if I lived in one of those places and my house was trashed by a hurricane, I'd be like, goodbye.
I think it's really hard though, because if you own a property, it's like, what are you gonna do?
Leave so I don't have to fix it again and again.
I know, but you're out all that money.
Well, insurance.
I mean, hopefully.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't own a home.
I don't know. Either way, we feel horrible for everyone.
Oh yeah, I do. But I mean, I feel less and less if you continue to stay there and rebuild. I'm sorry,
Oh my God, he said it.
I'm just saying, it's going to happen over and over again.
They were talking about in Florida where all these houses had flooded, and it's like unprecedented flooding, how all the new builds are basically being built up like 20 feet in the air, basically.
Little houses on stilts, basically.
Yeah, which I mean makes sense.
Right.
But I mean, it'd be a shame to just condemn an entire neighborhood because it floods every 15 years or whatever.
But I mean, how long is that going to last? Like the guy was saying,
I don't know.
The guy was saying like these houses were built to last, and then now, 50 years later, these houses are falling apart because they're being flooded.
But were they built to last? They were just
Well,
built on the ground
they
level.
weren't built to like last through flooding like they are.
Yeah.
So in 50 years from now, what's the weather going to be like? What's going to be happening? Blah blah blah. Where's the brush?
Well, Robin says, "Do you guys get visiting trick or treaters in the UK?"
No, because we turn the lights off and lock the doors.
I don't know that trick or treating's as big of a thing here.
Yeah, I really don't think it is.
I think they do costumes and stuff like that, and I think they do it. They don't go to the gay's house. I don't know.
No, I think more so it's more like Halloween parties and like get-togethers. I don't know if it's necessarily trick or treating.
Yeah, I don't know. Does Kimball bake pumpkin pies? What's your favorite pie?
What's my favorite pie?
That's from Robin.
Ooh, gosh.
Think about it while you're drawing.
I do like a Dutch apple.
A Dutch apple, okay.
Yeah, that's like the apple with the crumbles on top. In the U.S. anyway, I don't know. It could be different everywhere else, but...
Does a tart citron count?
That is not a pie.
Key lime pie?
Yeah.
I'm pretty partial to a key lime pie.
I like... Oh, gosh, I don't know. I like
pecan
sweets.
pie? I don't know.
I do like pecan pie.
I like a good old apple pie. Down home American apple pie.
I think my dad's favorite is the Dutch apple. But I'm more of a cake person, to be honest. But I ain't gonna say no to pie. Wasn't this pumpkin yellow anyway? I think I'll leave this one more yellow.
Go Van Gent says, definitely in the fall mood. Already drink pumpkin pie latte. Or pumpkin latte.
I had one too. I had my very first one, as a matter of fact.
Robin says they were built to last year.
Yes.
Sadie says, I'm definitely going pumpkin nuts lately. I highly recommend watching Pumpkin Spice White Woman season by Meat Canyon, as that's me
God.
right now. I'm pretty sure it's pretty short but hilarious cartoon. Oh, I need to make my thing bigger so I can actually read these. There we go.
We finished Only Murders in the Building season 3. Loved it. Loving where it's going.
Oh my god, you guys! I don't know if any of you have watched that show, but I've got the which of the Pickwick triplets did it? Who would the crew commit this crime? Like, I can't get that out of my head. And Kimball's like, I'm gonna divorce you. Not really, but no. I'm sure he did.
I'm just like, it doesn't stick in my head, so I'm fine.
Robin wants to know, did you get trick-or-treaters in Baltimore or in previous houses in the U.S.?
Yes, Baltimore we did, and Rocky scared them.
I did. I didn't have a costume.
Because he looked so creepy.
I didn't have a costume, but I had received an Amazon box, and so I just fashioned like a face mask out of an Amazon box, and I just sat there. Anyway, I just sat there and didn't say anything to any of the neighbors, and like refused to speak, and I had my hair sticking out over the top. I'll see if I can find a picture later, but
it was so creepy. Like, I was like, get away from me, you creeper.
I was like, and I had like a really nice suit and tie on.
Yeah, it was not okay.
It was very eerie. And the kids, like, literally, like, were terrified. I made them walk up our little staircase to get to the candy on the porch. And they had to walk by me to get to the candy. And so they didn't know what I was going to do. And oddly enough, all, like, the little boys were terrified and wouldn't do it. But all the little girls were like, whatever. And they would come up and get candy and then go back and they'd leave.
Well, and the parents wouldn't come up.
Yeah, well, I mean, mission accomplished.
They thought it was hilarious. They're like making their kids go up to the creeper.
Oh my god, it was hilarious. They were so cute though in their little costumes, and they were just out there trying to have fun, and I tortured them.
Yeah. That's what it's all about. I'm just drying it because I'm not wanting it to bleed into the other colors too much. Got to get these first few layers down.
Robin wants to know if I Alamo'd my apple pie.
I mean, I do love some ice cream with mine.
I'm down. Yeah, I think definitely ice cream with apple pie is a requirement. Otherwise, what are you doing? What are you doing? What else we got? Oh, Elizabeth's favorite are cherry apple, and my mother-in-law's pecan pies.
You know, cherry pie is actually really good too.
I think we're just going to need to bring one of each to the meetup. And we'll just have to try them all.
Are we having a meetup?
I don't know. Why not? If there's pie involved, then yes. Elizabeth wants to know, what types of shows do we like to watch?
I like a lot of BL, like cutesy shows, like boy love shows, which they're not really boys, it's like men. Well, I guess some of them are like high school, but usually the college or workplace ones are what I'm watching. But I don't know. We've really been enjoying Only Murders in the Building and Agatha All Along. Which, oh my god, I haven't seen the newest episode. No spoilers.
Yeah, Kimmel and I don't watch a lot of series lately. We watch a lot of YouTube and just people on YouTube. So we watch
Yeah.
like Luke Catlew, who's a UK-based vlogger who lives in London. We watch Ewan Carrington. We watch Nikki Positano,
The Positano Diaries.
and we watch Dreaming of a Chateau, which is awesome. It's this woman
Paula and Sergei.
yeah, they live in Lake Como, which is one of our favorite places we visited in Italy.
So gorgeous.
And they live in a town just really close to where we stayed, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were there, we were like, could we buy a house here? And so they basically bought this house and they're renovating it. And she does a vlog every single day.
Well, she used to.
For the
She's a
most
lot
part.
busier now, but she also divides her vlogs between Patreon and YouTube. So she does probably like 3 to 5 videos a week on YouTube.
Yeah. Crazy. Anyway, that's our morning routine, is watching her videos while I do my leg stretches.
Fun.
Maurice says, sorry guys, missed the start. Kimball, could you start over, please?
Oh god, you the
Can you
beginning.
get back to the chaos? What you missed, Maurice, was Kimball not knowing what the hell he was going to do, and we started with the camera reversed, and Kimball's frantically trying to find his supplies.
Yep.
That's what you missed. And then Maurice says, "Happy pumpkin spice everything."
Pretty much. I have like some friends in the States that like they'll go to the grocery store and take pictures of all the random pumpkin spiced flavored, like literally everything. Which I think is funny.
Kimball, Christine has a question. Did you both dress up when you were kids for Halloween? What was your favorite costume?
I'm just not a fan of dressing up. I did, though, only a couple of times that I can remember anyway.
What did you go as?
Always a vampire, because it was just like an easy go-to.
I think the first costume, it might have been me or it might have been my sister. I can't remember. I think my dad dressed us up because he was really into Star Wars. In fact, the first movie I went to see when I was a baby, he took me when I was like an infant to see Star Wars in the theaters. And I guess I didn't cry at all the entire time.
You were just so enthralled.
And then he took me as Yoda that year. I don't know if he was like Obi-Wan or what, but I was like little Yoda and I had like a towel wrapped around my head and stuff. It was really funny. And I had this Freddy. I loved Nightmare on Elm Street from like the time I was like 4 or 5. I don't know why. I don't know why my parents let me watch that shit, but I had like a Freddy Krueger outfit with like the little fake plastic knife hands, and I wore that for probably like 5 years in a row.
Even not when it was Halloween.
Yeah, to school, you know.
As one does.
Let me see. What's happening? Robin says, I've got an idea for your Patreon, a pie eating contest between you two.
Well, Rocky would win because I had stomach surgery.
That's true. It's not a fair competition. I'd still take you on that challenge.
But we could have that challenge and then see who has like the worst skin the next day.
That could be definitely the challenge. Who has the most flakes?
Yeah, we're both pretty sensitive to yeast and
sugar and wheat and all that. I don't know what has happened, you guys, but Kimball and I think it's just literally our bodies being around each other. We have this same exact ailments. Like Kimball got a pimple on his lip, right? In a very specific spot. I got the exact same one the next day. And I never get them.
I rarely get them like that. Like, it was annoying. It's still
anyway,
there.
Just things like that. And like our skin is now essentially the same. I don't know if our bodies are just like equalizing to each other or what's happening at this point, but it's creepy.
It's like you're gonna suffer, but you're gonna be happy about it.
Joshy says, "Hello, guys," and then he put
Hello,
two little
lovely.
cowboy hat wearing emojis.
Ooh.
They're out west, hiking through the, I don't know, some Montana.
I would something Montana. I don't think I would survive if it was the Old West.
Kimball, you'd be so fierce.
Okay, that's not what you want in the Old West.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you do.
Wrong kind of
you
fierce.
You need gumption.
Okay, pulling out the old school words.
You guys, comment below if you think that Kimball could make it in the Wild West and what his Wild West name would be if he was like an outlaw.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Just what
you could be like the most notorious outlaw in all the Wild West, Kimball. You don't know. You might have that in the previous life.
Okay, maybe.
I might have locked you up. I might have been the sheriff.
Well.
Role reversal. Maurice says, Kimball is so talented, it's never a problem.
Oh, thank you.
And Robin says, that spoon reminds me, I almost stole the spoon that came with my latte at the cafe yesterday. It was so cute and tiny, I couldn't resist.
Well, you
but
you did
did.
resist. I'm proud of you. Okay.
Maybe I'll order a teensy weensy silver spoon.
Whatever gets you through the day.
Kimmel and I filmed a vlog yesterday, and we almost didn't pay for something that we got.
Oh
And
my
at
God,
one
hilarious.
place, we tried to pay with euros accidentally. So we just had a really great day of trying to work with money.
And I'm like, why do you have euros in your pocket? That's the real question.
No clue. I need to figure that out. The money looks so similar to the UK money.
Does it?
Yes. Did you look at it? I don't have it with me.
No, but I'm just thinking coin.
The 10
and now
notes too.
Well, whatever.
Ellie says, "Hello, lovelies."
Hello, gorgeous.
And Maurice says, but I do see that Kimball's hair is surviving UK water better these days.
It's because I'm flat ironing it so it looks prettier. When I don't, it's just a big, very, very big frizzy mess.
He's forcing all the little scraggly ends to like hold hands with each other.
Basically. I'm like, get it together. Get a grip, why don't you?
Crystal Kane says, "Hey guys, I literally haven't tuned into a live since 2021 or 2022. I fell off. I'm such a slacker.
That's
I
right.
quit social media for a while. LOL, sorry. But hey, hope y'all are well.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Welcome back.
Welcome
Crystal Kane, just in time for the holidays."
So we were living in Baltimore.
Say what?
When we were living in Baltimore when she last saw.
Yeah, Crystal, were we living in Baltimore when you were watching us last? Did you know we live in England now? We've had some changes. Let's catch up. Elliot says, heart, pumpkin face.
All right.
And Norman Allen says, "Just discovered Kimball painting 2 weeks ago. As a left-handed person, I tend to make a mess smudging the paint. Short of changing hands, any tips on how not to make a mess?"
Start from this corner and work that way.
That's it. Totally.
Well, because I work that way.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I work in the top left. So I don't, because if I start
I've never
here.
noticed that before.
Because if I start here, then I'm going to smudge. Or just dry in between. But yeah, it's
because Kimball like do a layer. So I guess he works like this way, dries a layer, and then he'll do the same thing working back.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have to get good like floating, and we're not in the bathroom, so.
Speaking of floaters. Or you can just keep your hand above or off the page. I don't know. There's workarounds, but I tell you, it's not easy.
Robin says, "I pay mostly with my debit card these days and rarely carry cash. Most people here seem to pay with their phones. Times have changed. No more penny jars."
For reals, yeah. I think nearly everything here in England is run by apps, and it's so annoying.
Well, it's annoying. It's awesome if they work.
And how often do they work?
Like today we went to Sainsbury's, and we've tried to get their handsets to work because they have this app called Nectar, and so like they have little self-scanner things you can take through the store. And I've tried 3 separate times to like register with them and do all this stuff, and I get to the last page and it glitches out, so I just gave up. So Kimball finally found one on his phone. He spent like a half hour getting it all set up this morning. We scanned all the groceries on the phone. It was great. We went up to the counter. We're like, oh my God, it's so easy. And then we scanned it, and it's like, congratulations, you finished. Just go ahead and finish paying. And then our order disappeared, and like we couldn't pay.
Yeah, like it was like nothing happened.
So we had to take all of our groceries out and rescan them anyway.
And the lady was like, "We don't have anything that says like you're done. Like it never says that on the screen." I was like, "It literally said you're done. Just follow the prompt to pay," and like it just reset the whole thing. So I was very annoyed. I'm
Anyway.
not with her, like with just the system.
I know, first world problems.
Well, it was just like whatever.
I was just laughing. I was like, "Are you serious?" Of course.
Almost same with the gas bill, the water bill, the electric bill. Same with dealing with the council. It's like all done through apps and emails.
There's an
like
app for that.
Nobody wants to talk to you.
Elliot says, "Are you in UK?"
We most certainly are.
We probably moved here not long after you fell off. We moved here in July of 2022, actually. Maurice says, "Will you guys be carving pumpkins live?"
No.
We are going to eat the pumpkins. We could eat those live.
I was planning on trying. Well, I was gonna try and make like a pumpkin soup or pumpkin pie. You know what is weird is that like it's hard to find American like recipes here. It doesn't pull them up, or it'll be like
Not allowed in your country.
Right. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, like we can't go onto foodnetwork.com and look up recipes here because it just says, well, for the recipe we tried to look up, it was like, you're not allowed to look this up in the UK. I was like, what?
Yeah, I mean,
what did the UK do?
I have the recipe book, so it's not that big of a deal, but We were trying to find it to send to somebody.
Ellie says, I love Sainsbury's.
They're okay.
And says, oh, wow, you were like me. So nice.
It's like, I like Sainsbury's, but...
Robin wants to see a face on the coffee cup.
There's an eye there, and it's going, oh, look at me, I'm coffee.
He did it just for you.
I'm surprised you didn't see it before I pointed it out.
Robin says, Kimball, what color watercolor can you use to convey silver for a silver spoon?
Just gray. I have...
You do have metallic stuff.
I do, but I have a gray and an Earl Grey, which I'll just use. I think this Earl Grey actually is metallic. I don't know.
Can you see a reflection in it?
Well, there's...
And get it out of my face.
There's like metallic... I mean... I'm not doing a true reflection, because if it was a true reflection, there would be blue and orange reflecting in the spoon. But I don't want to do that because I'm lazy. And again, I don't like doing realistic. If you know me, I don't like doing realism. That's why I do a lot of whimsical things. Because I mean, we have cameras for realism. When I do art, I want to do fun, whimsical things.
Trisha says, I'm not a fan of apps and try to avoid them at all costs.
I would love to be able to avoid them. I don't know how you do in this country.
If you have tips on how to avoid apps, let us know, Trisha. It's like every time we do anything, they're like, you have to sign up for the app.
Right. I just added a little dark blue, but now it's very wet.
I'm like, but I just wanted to pet your cat. They're like, just download the app. Here, sign up.
That sounds like a special kind of website that you're going to.
Ellie says, right then, we're all meeting up with Lauren.
Okay. She's already moved, I guess.
I know. I think she actually moved like somewhat closer to us, technically.
Yeah.
We were talking about Lauren, right? From Live It Like Lauren.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I am.
That's who we're talking about, Ellie. Maury says, if you log on with Surfshark, you might be able to access the receipt or the recipe.
Oh, I don't want to do Surfshark until they sponsor us.
Exactly. Until we can get it for free. We're not doing it yet. Sorry.
No.
We'll provide all the codes to you guys for a discount, but we're not going to actually pay for it ourselves. We lazy. Trisha says that the key to not having any apps is don't do anything. That's a good tip. So we should actually talk about that in our next vlog.
Trisha's tips. Don't do anything.
Elizabeth says some apps really do make things easier.
They really do. Like we were saying, like if they work, it's fantastic, but so often.
It's so funny, you guys. So we've had Patreon since like May. I still haven't been able to get paid from them. So all the money that people have been paying towards our Patreon, I can't access the money because every time they try to pay my bank sends it back or it gets refused or something happens. Yeah, and I've been too busy to like go figure it out, basically. So there's just money sitting in Patreon. I'm like, well, whatever. We'll deal with it later, I guess.
I'm just like, we've given them our bank info so many times.
I'm like, I've tried using your app and it's not working.
So yeah, maybe we'll just have to go in there and,
I already know how this is going to go, guys. I guarantee they're going to be like, oh, it's not us. You have to contact Payoneer. And I'm going to call Payoneer and they're going to be like, no. It's not us. You need to call Patreon.
And we'll be like, well, the money has gone through and the bank has sent it back. So.
And then in the end.
It'll be the bank's fault.
Something. Who knows?
It's obviously not our fault. Couldn't be.
Robin says, when I visit France, I tried to make a chili recipe for my friends and no one seemed to know what chili powder is. Couldn't find it anywhere.
Interesting. Well, I mean, I guess it'd be... Here they call it chili con carne, which I think is weird. Because to me, I'm like...
Is it the same?
Chili or just to make chili?
Oh, but like chili powder?
Or, I mean, it's a mixture of stuff, right?
I guess.
Like smoked paprika and cumin and all those yummy, warm... spicy things. It just looks weird. I shouldn't have made it a
Elizabeth says, I couldn't get PayPal to work for me, so I switched to Venmo. That's another thing.
Oh, God.
If you guys are going to move countries, make sure you get rid of your two-factor authentication for all of your apps before you move. Because on Venmo, for instance, I didn't. And every time I try to log into their app, they try to make me use my old phone number. I have called Venmo. I have written them. They've tried to help me reset it. I still can't access it. It's been 2 years. I spent like 2 months off and on trying to get it sorted. And then finally I was like, you know what? That money's just going to sit there.
And I don't know, like,
retirement plan.
and I have no idea, like, sometimes in Facebook, it'll, like, you can go shopping from Facebook, whatever, and it tries to, like, when I want to pay for something or something, it does the same thing. It gets my old phone number, and I'm like, how is it still accessing that phone number? I've gone into every possible thing I can, and I've changed it to my new one, and it still accesses the old one. I have no idea how. But at least I'll never forget my old phone number. That's really important.
I know the last 4 at least, because that's the only numbers they show when they try to do the two-factor authentication. Authentication.
Authentication?
Which of the Pickwick triplets did it? Who of the crew commit this crime? Would a little brat make mommy go splat? It's a story pretty gory for a nursery rhyme.
I'm so glad you looked at the lyrics.
Anyway.
I'm gonna...
If you know, you know.
I'm gonna do a background color now. I'm thinking dark blue here up to pink. So we'll take a nice dark blue. I didn't dry anything, so that's not good. Well, we'll see how it goes.
It's too late now. What's the worst that could happen?
Blue pumpkins.
Elizabeth says anyone using MFA should have multiple methods set up.
What's MFA?
All I know is I think of Scissor Sisters when she's like,
Ass.
yeah, basically.
Touching my ass. Yeah. And you know the MTA stands for...
Blue makes it pop, says Maurice.
Oh, why, thanks. Do you want to know why? No? Well, I'm going to tell you. Because they're complementary colors, blue and orange.
Robin says, I wish we could share photos on live chats. I crocheted a pumpkin hat I drag out and drag up this time of year.
Ooh.
That's fun. I wish we could share photos. That'd be fun.
You know it would be fun.
Sharing photos.
Yes.
Elizabeth says multi-factor authenticate. Oh, that's what it stands for. Multi-factor authentication.
I'm going to say authentication.
Don't be authentic.
Is that not a word?
I don't know. I'm like, I can't. My brain doesn't like that word for some reason.
That's fine.
Ellie says, I've just subbed to your channel, the other one. I didn't realize you had it. Sorry, wahoo. Look forward to watching it.
Thanks. Enjoy.
Thanks, Ellie. We just started that channel in December of this last year. So it's been going for, how many months is it now?
No.
I don't know. Kimball, I have a new goal.
What's
Can we do it? 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Do you think?
I mean, I hope.
We're at 4,030 right now.
Probably not then, but
Fine.
I can still hope.
I'm trying to figure out how to like propel the channel forward so it can be more sustainable as like a potential
Lifelong dream.
Yeah.
Well, if we sell everything and live in the car that we don't
can
know.
make it work, guys. As long as we can get paid.
Well, that too.
As long as the app works.
Oh my god.
Robin says, Kimball, I know it's early, but do you bake Christmas cookies? What kind?
I don't hear. Like, when I'm when I'm at my mom's house, she makes candy and cookies and stuff.
Kimball's like her little helper, basically.
Yeah, and we do...
Like fudge and all
And
sorts of stuff. Because
English-
basically she gives it all out to the community.
Right, and we do English toffees, and we do caramels, and it is delicious. My favorite is a white chocolate cranberry cream cheese fudge. It is crazy. She was like, one year, she was like, I'm just going to try this really random recipe, and it's everybody's favorite.
Did she make it up?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And sometimes they'll make the fudge, and then they'll like put it in the candy molds. So then it'll be like she'll do a white chocolate coating on the fudge, which is nice. Makes it a little bonbon.
Robin's like, where the heck is Eric today? All tied up in yarn? Probably.
Ugh, maybe. Working on Rocky's panties.
Sorry, it's my fault.
Ugh, Rocky.
I made him make me underwear, and here we are.
Shouldn't I be like drawing his picture or something?
You should be.
Was that your guys' thing? I have to work for it so you can have some underwear?
Oh no, I'm gonna send money.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to paint something.
I mean, you should.
So I'm confused now.
Elizabeth says, love Christmas cookies. My favorite are biscochios. Biscochitos?
Sounds like a Biscoff something.
Biscochitos. Are they made of Cheetos and Biscoff?
That sounds not delicious.
Biscochitos. I mean, combine anything.
This
it'll go
bitch is
viral.
Cheetos, okay?
I guarantee if you combine Biscoff and Cheetos, it would go viral, and people would be like, what? Sounds disgusting, and then they all go out to the PR event.
He'd be like, it is disgusting.
Oh, biscottis. Kimball and I have a recipe. I don't know where we got it, but it's like a Christmas biscotti.
It's Giada De Laurentiis.
Yes, so good. I don't know. I don't think Giada De Laurentiis is known here. She's
like
she's part of the U.S. like Food Network.
She was.
family.
She doesn't work for them anymore. She retired and moved to Italy and does her own thing there.
What is this infinity sign?
It's part of the logo from Arsh.
Is it on all the pages?
No, but this is like one giant sheet of paper, and like this is just in the little corner, and they cut it down.
It's on this page too.
There you go.
How funny.
May as well dry the backside while you're looking.
Dry my backside while we're looking.
Get into the colored pencil phase.
Norman Allen says, how does Kimball clean and store his brushes before next use? Would he just store them in a cup full of water?
Oh God, no. That would make the bristles fall out, basically, because it would loosen the glue that holds the metal part on.
What do you do then?
I rinse them, and then I set them... I just have a towel that sits over here. Well, after I'm done drying this, I'll show you.
Actually, when we're... Kimball will show... Oh, never mind. He'll show you when we're done. He can move things.
Yeah, so if I have like a really wet brush, I have this, and I can just stick the brush here, and so it hangs down, so all the water will drip down out of the, like, away from the wood and away from the glue, and just drip on this little tray. Or I have just a towel sitting off to the side. If it's just damp, I'll just set it on the towel and it can dry there. Because I use them like all the time when I do art, so I don't actually put them away. But I do have like new brushes sitting in cups off to the side.
I feel like we should make usually for Christmas time for our neighbors and for our friends, we make a biscotti with like a white chocolate, and it has cranberries and pistachios and really, really good.
And like a lemon zest in it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you could do lime zest, and that would be so good, by the way.
I don't think so.
Fine.
Lime, I don't think that would go well with like cranberries and stuff and like white chocolate. I mean, white chocolate and lime, yeah, that'd be good, but all the other bits.
White chocolate, cranberries, pistachios, and lime, you don't think that would go well together?
Lemon's like a brighter flavor. Don't you do that with your eyes
You
looking
let
at
us
me.
know in the comments if you think lemon or lime is a better combination. And just remember who holds the camera.
Just
No, I'm
remember
kidding.
who's the baker.
Okay. Kimmel wins.
I won.
Maria says Italian almond cookies. They are baked twice, which gives them their signature hard and crunchy texture. Biscotti are traditionally dipped in a drink before eating.
Which I like, but I also don't like, because at the bottom of my cup is some chunky, soggy crumbs.
I love it.
It kind of gives me a little gaggy factor.
John says, hey guys from NYC.
Well, hello. And welcome.
It's our favorite city in the world. Robin says, hello, John, fellow New Yorker. Ellie says, any future trips planned soon? Oh, Ellie.
Girl.
Are there any trips planned? Yes, we actually do have one.
That's true.
I'm not going to tell you where we're going, but yeah, we are. We're going somewhere completely new and very far away that we've never been. We've been wanting to do it for years, and we're just going to do it. And we're going to have a good time. Everyone's going to be happy.
And if not, oh well.
Christine says lime. Thanks, Christine. Kisses.
That's it, we're done. I mean, it is with pistachios and cranberries.
Oh, Elizabeth says biscochito cookies are a new Mexican cookie made with flour, lard, baking powder, sugar, cinnamon, and anise. I use orange juice as my liquid, but you can use the core or water as well. That sounds delicious.
I'd eat it.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yummy, 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 yummy.
John sends a little heart being held by blue hands.
Well, heart's right back at you, baby.
And Robin says, I love lime. Lime sherbet is my favorite dessert as a child. A dairy bar waitress once topped a cup of it with whipped cream, and I instantly fell in love with her. And they got married and had children.
Oh, that's the sweetest
was all
thing I ever
history.
did. Sweetest thing I ever did here.
Ellie says, "Yay!"
Why, thank you.
And then Marie says, "Yay, the North Pole."
What is that about?
That's where we're going. Somewhere far away. We've never been. We've been thinking about it for years, Kimball.
Gotcha. Sorry, this right here was still wet, and my pencil got caught in it, so we live with it. Doesn't matter.
We just have to move on.
I'm not trying to, we're having more fun with it.
Elliot says, "Fab, enjoy, be happy, happy, XX."
Oh, we will, we do, and we always can.
Robin says, "Let's guess. Thailand,
Let's
Mozambique,
guess.
Antarctica." Antarctica.
Those are all
my only living
very
relative.
different places.
Oh, no one knows.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
I'm sure those are all very lovely places to visit.
Have you guys been to those places? Because if you have, tell us about it, and then maybe we'll be more interested in going.
Yeah, Kimball and I just want to explore the whole world. As long as it's convenient.
And not putting our lives at risk.
Joseph says, "Kimmy and Rocky, what are you going to get Brooke and Julie for Christmas?"
What are we I don't know. A phone call?
A gift card?
I'll just call
the retailer
them.
of their
A
choice.
little FaceTime.
Aren't we just beyond gifts at this point? I don't know.
Maybe we'll go visit them next year.
We'll gift them with our presents. I see how it is. It's very, very vain of us.
Well, I know that's all my mom wants, so. We'll see. Ooh.
I might try to get my mom to come here. I gotta get my mom on some vlogs, yo.
I don't know if your mother would like it here.
I think she'll love it.
Do ya?
Yeah.
Do ya? What makes you think that?
I think she'll really love it, and it's beautiful here. People are really nice. You don't think she'll like it?
I don't know. I don't think she'll love it.
I think she won't like the fact that there's no AC.
Exactly.
I think that's the biggest thing.
It's like she has to come when it's cold, and then we're going to have to deal with it because she's going to leave her window open. And like, things are going to come inside.
Robin says, "A slow boat to China." That's a good guess, too. Never know. Got to keep it interesting for the vlog. We are going to be gone for quite a while.
I do wonder, like, I've never been on a cruise. Would anybody recommend a cruise, or are they just kind of overrated?
Well, now you know we're not doing a cruise, so...
Well, that's multiple destinations, so... Thought it was a given. How long have we been doing this? How long have we been at? 48 minutes minus the talking, so like 10 minutes.
Maurice says, "Is the Kimball Chatters Blu-ray still happening?"
That's a Rocky question.
What is it? I don't know what we're talking about.
Isn't it all the footage of me talking off camera?
Oh, yes, yeah. I mean, I've been injecting them into episodes, but I think I do need... I do need to do like a best of that, but I also need to do like at the end of the year, I want to do like a best of the Rocky and Kimball channel. You know, like in Golden Girls or like those old sitcoms where they'd have like an episode where they're talking and then they would just like slip into like a flashback to something that already happened in a previous season.
Yeah, or sometimes the flashback will be something you haven't actually seen. Like Golden Girls does that sometimes. I'm like, oh god, it's a flashback episode, but then it's like new stuff, so I'm like, oh, thank god.
Does Kimball ever get so annoyed by a project he just throws it out?
No. I just stop working on it, come back to it later, or if it's in my journal, I'll just flip the page and, years later, oh, that's so wet. I'll come back to it. Like, a journal for me is never really quite finished. I know I put a bunch aside saying, oh, those are done. But, like, when I do flip through sometimes, I'll go back and, like, add stuff.
Okay, I missed comments. Marie says, "Oh, and belated happy birthday to Rocky's mom. Hope you still got to talk to her." Yes, she called me right after Kimball fell asleep, like a half hour.
I was awake.
And so I talked to them. They went to Chicago, her and my sister, and they were on the 33rd floor of some building looking out over the lakes.
Which is amusing because your mom doesn't really like heights, does she?
I think she likes it more now. I think she's fine with it.
Because I remember Seattle.
Oh my god.
She was like, I'm going to need a drink or two before I go up.
You guys, my mom smoked like my entire life, right? Like I don't know how much she smoked. It was a lot. But then one day we were living in Seattle or Portland or somewhere. My sister had moved to Seattle. My mom was coming up to visit and she just quit smoking that day. She's like, I'm never going to smoke again. And she hasn't. But then we went up in the Space Needle, and she's super terrified of heights, so she definitely had a lot of alcohol.
And it moved.
And it spins around at the top, so she got... So I thought we were going to get kicked out at one point. She was like flirting with the waiter, and like, oh my god, it was hilarious. Anyway.
Looking for pens.
You need to get Kimball's mom there, then you can create the running down the hall farting story.
Oh my god. I mean, if we go to Boise, they're still in the same house, so we can do it there.
I mean, would you guys be interested in seeing vlogs of like where we grew up, like in Boise? Have you heard of Boise?
It's all the rage. I don't like how this looks. How am I gonna fix that? I'll just lighten the load. Oh my god, I love that anime. If you haven't seen the anime Read or Die, the TV series, because there's a movie, so the TV
good.
series, oh my god, so good. I mean, you probably should watch the movie because the movie takes place beforehand, but
The show's better.
I mean, the show is better.
The show gets like very like military at the end, which I'm not a huge fan of, but like the whole series is great and the characters are amazing.
Yeah.
And the animation is just incredible. It feels like a full-length movie in every episode. Anyway, Robin says bloopers. At the end of the year, doing a blue. I feel like I include most of the bloopers though, so I don't know what I would put in. Maybe
I am the blooper. Like
Kimball's a big bloop.
I'm a bleep bloop.
That reminds me of Bridget Jones when they ask her about El Nino, and she's like, "I think it's a blip. I think it means like Latin music's on its way out," or something like that. Christine says, in my opinion, a cruise is overrated. My companion and I were seasick, not fun.
Okay.
I went on one too, and I just didn't... I don't like being served by other people very much, and that's all it is like other people serving you the whole time.
Well...
I think... it seems like a great... I think it's cool that people do enjoy it. It just isn't for me.
But they have an all-you-can-eat buffet.
All right.
I don't know what to do. I'm just pulling out random colors now. I do like this pink. Let's add some pink.
Oh, so Norman had asked if you ever get annoyed and like throw a project out, and then Robin says he did last week, and then he went back and fixed it. Was that the Wolverine?
Yeah, but see, I didn't throw it out. I just turned the page.
Just turn the page, just like in life.
But you're right. I was like, oh, this is horrible. Oh, what am I doing? Do I have like a... Ooh, I do have like a bright blue. Let's see how this works.
Norman says, trying to find a paint journal. Did you find yours with Jane Davenport?
I have a bunch of Jane Davenport journals. They're all different though. My favorite for watercolors probably... It's like the light aqua blue one or the purple one.
From Jane Davenport. Do you have any other brands that you like too?
For watercolor...
I don't know if it's watercolor. Is it watercolor?
Oh, I thought he said watercolor. I mean, it depends on the journal, I guess, that you want, yeah.
It really depends on the type of paper you want. If you want mixed media paper, watercolor paper, hard, cold press, what weight you want it to be, things like that. If you're doing like very liquidy mediums, you probably want like a thicker paper or something that's not going to bleed through.
Yeah, like this paper is Arche watercolor paper. It's quite sturdy.
It's probably one of the best brands.
Yeah, I mean, some people love it. Like, a lot of people love it, but some people are like, no, it's not for me. Just because of whatever. Everyone has their tastes.
Maurice says, I hear Boise and I'm in.
It's practically the same.
Did you guys love... Oh, Robin says, did you guys love the B-52's song, My Own Private Idaho?
I don't know if I've heard it.
You've heard it. I just don't think we've heard it too often. I think it's a cute song. We just listened to them yesterday, actually.
I'm just looking
If you see a faded sign at the side of the road.
I'm just going to add yellow to this because it bugs me. So that's not really helping.
Sylvia says, hi from Florida.
Hi. Ooh, how's it going down there?
Sylvia. It's
From
Sylvia.
Florida, which has gone through some horrible times lately.
Yes, are you safe? Are you okay? We've been watching...
Blink twice.
We've been watching news about the floods that are happening down there and being horrified. Joseph says, Kimmy, isn't your birthday soon? If so, happy birthday.
It is, and thank you. It is in 10 days. Right? Yep, 10 days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 43.
Christine says, I think it would be fun to see where you grew up. Lovely painting, Kimball.
Thank you. We're just making it up as we go, hoping for the best.
It's abstracta. Can you drop Abba in there?
I mean, it is less abstract than I was originally going for. I mean, it's not really abstract at all.
It's called Kimstract.
Yes. I was going to say you're kimstracting, but that's more of a me thing. How am I gonna fix the dots? Fix the dots.
Sylvia says, thanks for S. Oh, and then she says, thanks for song.
Oh, you're welcome.
I was going to be like, thanks for
For a sexy good time.
By the way, all the footage I recorded with the GoPro,
Yeah? Did you delete it all?
it won't play on my computer. It says it's unsupported.
I feel like we had this issue last time. You had to do something special.
Did I?
Yep.
What was it?
I don't know. You're gonna have to look that up.
I did. I spent like an hour trying to figure it out.
No, I don't think you did it right.
I was like, ain't nobody got time for this right now. I gotta animate Santa.
I think I'm done with this because I don't really know where else to
Oh
go
my
with
god.
this.
You know what you need to do now?
Hmm.
You need to sketch a cute little guy.
Why?
Because I said so.
I want like the only thing I don't like about this paper, which
It's very textured for
yeah,
colored pencils.
it is very textured. But for watercolor, it's fantastic. But doing pencils on top like this, I don't. Here it's working because I'm going for like more of a dirt look. But normally I don't love a lot of texture in my pencil stuff.
John says,
matter.
fellow Scorpio here, born in Halloween 1961.
I ain't no Scorpio.
When is the cutoff? Is it the...
It's like right near the end, yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Kimball's a Libra.
I'm Libra leaning towards.
I think we should eventually do a video about our astronomical signs and how funny it is to read us being together, being on opposite sides of the spectrum.
Is that what you want?
I think it'd be funny. We should hire someone to come in and be on the vlog, and they can do like a tarot reading for us and like a whole like astrological thing. I think it'd be funny.
Oh, on the vlog? Not
Yeah,
live.
yeah.
I was like, you want to do it during
Can
the
you come to
live?
my house and be on our YouTube channel? I'm sure they'll be down.
Okay, well, that's gone now.
If anyone here is like a professional tarot person, let us know. We'll fly you out. You can come be on the channel. Maurice says, but the shine on the left pumpkin is everything.
Yeah, I like that. I like this. I hate that, but whatever. He's just cute, like, whatever. And then this is like, I want coffee, so.
There you go.
I'm just gonna draw a
Robin
face
says
thing.
his nose seems disappearing a bit on camera.
It's because it is.
And then John says, not good at maths. Robin says, I can do tarot, but not astrology. I ain't flying there. Fine. Sorry, I was taking a quick sip of my coffee.
Oh, you're spoiled.
All right, Kimball.
What?
Your inspiration is...
To probably back that camera out, because...
Oh, I got you. Your inspiration is cute guy wants to dress up and impress his the guy he's dating, and he's gonna dress up all like Ottoman.
So I'm gonna do what I want.
Okay, perfect.
I think I'm just gonna do like a whimsical guy, kind of how I do my girls.
Okay.
Like the long necks and the pretty faces.
Oh, great.
And naked, but like
But tasteful.
interesting. Well, I mean, I'm not drawing the full body, so.
You're gonna do like interesting proportions.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So.
Marie says you can do hand modeling on the side, Kimball.
Oh, I think. Well, not today. I mean, we've got that going on and that going on and that going on.
Autumnal.
But this hand is working.
Your hands are beautiful. Your nails are great.
Thanks. It's all that whatever I eat. I do eat a lot of vegetables.
John says tomatoey.
So, ooh, I could draw. So guys aren't as fun because I draw them more square, and I like round shapes more, but that's okay.
You do you, boo.
I always do. I do me so good.
Just wing it.
Oh, you know, if you're familiar with Audrey Kawasaki, she's like this fantastic artist, and she does a lot of like she'll draw torsos and she'll kind of draw like the shoulder and then like no arms, but like she draws like the hands off to the side, but like there's no arm connecting it. It's pretty and I love it. I thought about doing that, but this isn't quite the right angle for that. So never mind. Forget that I just said anything.
Robin says guys are square. Let's admit it. Well, most guys are.
I'm pretty round. That's why I'm so adorable when I draw myself.
Oh, you guys haven't seen the new Halloween intro yet.
That's true. I try to
Is it-
draw. I try to draw like a new intro for every month ish.
Or like every new season, or like what if we have a theme
Yeah.
of videos coming out, like three, like we did for London, we had 3 episodes, so Kimmel did like a London one, but we have like a really cute Halloween one that he did.
And then I'll be working on an autumnal one.
I'm gonna be posting the artwork on I think I'll do it on Patreon next week.
Yeah. So for Patreon, I try to make like a little phone wallpaper, and then we use like the full version for whatever it is, the intro. Words have been like really hard today.
It's because you're arting.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever have that when you're trying to like do something and you can't speak at the same time? We have that issue when we're just vlogging.
For real.
When we're trying to talk to the camera.
Okay, somebody think of some hairstyles for him while I draw his face.
John says, little girl coming out of a box. And SK says, hands holding eyeballs. And then John has purple guy holding a coffee cup that's teal.
Okay, at first I thought these were ideas for something, and I was
No.
like, where is this going?
Robin says, Kimball, I wish you had a magic pencil and could draw me a flatter chest, or a flat chest, like Harold and the Purple Crayon, my favorite kids book.
I wish, it's so funny when I draw a picture of like some really hot guy and people are like, oh my god, so hot. And I'm like, yeah, it's like self-portrait. And they're like, aha, you're so funny. I'm all, it wasn't a joke. But it was. Let's see.
Joseph wants to know, this is Joseph's bringing all the hard questions in.
Okay.
What's more important in life, Pantone or Pantene?
Pantone?
Pantene Pro V, Kimball.
Yeah, what about it?
I don't know. And pencil stash. Oh, he says, can you do the French crop haircut and pencil stash?
What is the French crop haircut?
I have no idea. Is it bangs?
French crop haircut.
Y'all gonna need more. Y'all gonna need to be more specific.
Wow.
No,
Your Dare American came out real strong just then.
Do you think people in Idaho have an accent?
Apparently, because when we go to like New York, they're like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "What? I'm from the U.S." They're like, I know, but like, what part? I'm not the Midwest. They're like, "Yeah, I can tell like, the way you speak." I'm like, "Is it because I'm being nice, or do I have a dialect?"
I don't know. I was in Texas once doing makeovers, and some lady asked me. I was at IKEA, and she asked me if I was British, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "You sound British." I was like, "I don't sound British at all."
You don't. And even when you try, you don't. According to your coworkers.
Oh my god, no.
Ugh, remember when I had to play Little John, and we all had English accents, and it was awful because we were in high school and nobody taught us how to do any kind of accent ever.
That's so funny. They're like just leaving to your own devices. You'll figure it out.
Yeah. Collarbone.
Sonia says, finally caught one of your live streams again, LOL.
Oh, hey, and welcome.
Sonia!
Finally, you're back, and I appreciate that. Nipple.
You really fizzled out at the end.
Still unsure as to crop top mofat hair French chop.
Robin says, I think it'd be weird if you guys picked up British accents living there. Didn't Madonna do that? I don't think we're going to pick up a British accent.
No, I think you have to try very hard.
And we're not going to try at all, because I just think we sound so not good with trying a British accent.
Yeah, because someone's going to be like, oh, where are you from? Because, like, so many people here know where, like, they can tell if you're from the north or if you're from the southeast. Like, and so they'll hear our accent, it'll sound a little funny, and they'll be like, so where are you from? And I'd be like, I went to the school of Madonna accents.
Yeah, I think we just don't need to make ourselves any more interesting than we already are.
Well, that's a good way of putting it. Interesting.
I think we're interesting enough.
Ba-dum-bum.
Robin says, I think it'd be weird if you guys did that. Didn't Madonna do that? And then Christine says, I think Madonna's was faux.
Definitely. Faux show.
It sounded faux.
Yeah, and then it just magically went away.
Excuse me. I like his eyebrows a lot.
Let's scribble them out.
No! Oh, I got hiccups now. I drank too fast. What's he listening to with those ears?
You judging him.
Uh-uh.
So hair? Anybody?
What kind of hairstyle? Oh my god, it's open-ended, guys.
I know we said one style, but I don't know what that is. And Rocky didn't look it up, so I'm gonna work on his deltoids.
Actually, here, I'll just Google weirdest.
No, I don't want to do
Okay,
weird.
coolest men's
I swear to God, if
hairstyle
it's a fade, I'm not doing
for
it.
Asia. Let's
No,
do
I could
Asian.
I could do a fade actually.
Here we go. So this is gonna be the top one here. Kimball, what do you think?
I can't see. That's a fade with a bouffant.
And then the little tweakers sticking out the side. You don't like that?
No, but it's fine. I'll do a fade. It's fine. Fades are cute. They're so overdone here.
This is cute. You could do like this, like off to the side thing.
Yeah, it's still a fade. I think that's so funny.
Why don't you just fade away? What is that from?
Why don't you all just fade away? It's Rex Manning Day.
Oh yeah, Empire Records. Has anyone seen this movie?
God, I'd hope so.
Toadstool says, or Robin says, I like him bald.
Well, I'm not into bald, so I'm gonna give him a big old whoosh hair. Or should it come down this way? Or should it just be like, shh? How is hair, Rocky? Is it gonna go that way? Is it gonna be small, or is it gonna go down this way?
Have it going out this way.
Long?
Yeah. You know I like long hair, Kimball. Norman wants to... Oh, wait, time out. I'm skipping him.
Whoops.
SK says full afro.
Too late.
Oh, no! David says, hi, y'all from Houston. Hey,
Oh,
David.
hello. Our friend lives there.
Maurice says, do you know Jenna? Maurice says, what is the tattoo on your left arm?
That one is writings, or like essays and stuff, and this one is like artist.
And when you put them together, it's like a fine art gallery.
That's true.
Norman wants to know, has Kimball ever painted any nudes of Rocky that no one has seen?
I've done plenty of photos.
And
I have painted Rocky, but not nude that I can think of.
Maurice is like, I mean, right? Sylvia says, rock hair. And Christine says, Maurice, thanks for asking that about the tattoo.
I thought she was going to be like, thanks for asking about the nude. We were all wondering.
We used to do photo shoots all the time, like from the time we were in high school to we were in our like late 20s. We used to do so many photos of our friends and each other and just like all sorts of artistic things. And I don't know, eventually we just left, like, went away from that doing other things, I guess.
Well, I mean, we moved, so we didn't have any friends. Like,
what do you mean? We always had friends.
I know, it's like starting over because we moved a lot. And
I think when I started traveling for IKEA, we stopped doing photos like that.
we weren't doing it long before that. Cause
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't think we did it at all in Portland. I think
Robin wants to know, can you please tell me what diet this guy's on?
Vegetables and protein. And he runs a lot. He's got to catch his own food.
And he is super young.
Yeah.
It's called the Tic Tac diet.
Be like one of those thumbnails where it's like, I'm 60, and it's like some super hot guy. And he's like, just do what I do. And I'm like, it doesn't work like that, bro.
I
Sorry.
saw a video the other day. It was like, I'm 108. She was like pole vaulting. I'm like, what is this crap? This is so AI generated.
Also, like, the over-dramatization of the floods, which I know they're really bad, but I mean, like, they're showing floods, like, everywhere, but it, like...
You can tell they're Photoshopped images. There's like someone standing in the middle of like a river raging,
but then,
and
like,
there's no water moving around them, and
right.
then like weird
the cars
angles
blend
of
into
things.
it.
I'm just like, why?
I'm like, is it not bad enough, the reality?
I know.
Like,
I'm like, why you have to make crap up and just show an actual image?
Yeah, well, they probably don't live there and whatever.
Thailand's also having really bad flooding too. I mean, so many parts of the
Nepal.
world are having flooding.
And Central Europe just went through a bunch. Yeah.
Oh god, it's just crazy. I'm like, can you imagine? You're just like living in your house, everything's normal for like as long as you can remember, and then suddenly it's like halfway up your door.
Yeah, that's
like, what would you do?
that is not the life for me.
Horrid. Robin says, Rocky, please don't ever cut your hair or let Kimball pull a Delilah on you. I can't even imagine you with short hair, and eek, I don't want to.
I made him. Well, I didn't make him, but I want
short
him.
hair, in my opinion.
I love long hair, so I'm glad he grew it out. It was shorter for a very long time.
You guys should. Oh my god, if I ever like shave all my facial hair off, I look like a
I'll
completely
divorce you.
a completely different person. It's bizarre.
Yeah, it's weird because, like, even with a clean-shaved face, you don't look at all like you did when you were younger.
No.
You're so much cuter.
I know. What happened?
I don't know.
It's like a Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen reversal.
What?
Because they, like, weren't that cute when they were kids, but they got a lot cuter when they got older.
And then things
Something
kind of happened.
What happened? It's fine.
I wonder how they're doing.
Maurice wants to know. I know. How are they? How is Mary-Kate and Ashley?
My two best friends from childhood. Like,
Maurice says, you guys live in a flood-risky area.
no, we live at the top of a hill, so that's kind of one thing that we look for when we move.
During the last rains that happened, I had a hard time getting to work. That was like the hardest thing I could say. But our house itself is fine.
Yeah.
It's just we're in like a valley kind of in between hills, and so it is like there's a lot of flatlands here, and so a lot of the farms flood, and if there's any roads that like dip below all that they'll flood out. Yeah, I think it's pretty rare though that it gets really bad around here.
Yeah, I think we got a month's worth of rain in a day.
I mean, I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of that in the near future. So
yeah.
Robin says, is he sporting a come hither look?
I mean, if you want him to be, then yes, absolutely.
SK says the little like I don't know what the emoji is. It's like a sly face, or it's like
I see.
You know what I'm talking about?
It's the face that he's making.
I don't know what they actually call that emoji, but I love it. Norman says, would Kimball ever consider teaching painting to local students for money?
I don't think technically that I can because of my visa. But probably not. I've had people ask me to do like Skillshare and stuff. I feel like I have to actually know what I'm doing to teach. I just have fun, and I can't exactly tell you why some things work and some things don't. A lot of it I can, but I don't know. I feel like I am not well versed enough to teach.
David Nicholson says, Kimball, I love being able to watch you create.
Well, thank you. One thing I had thought about doing is when we were in the States, the art store Michael's Arts and Crafts, they do a thing where like locals can come in and teach other people, and you can charge whatever you want. I would have done like $20 per person. I was scared to do it, but then COVID hit, so it didn't happen.
Robin wants to know, did you ever have just a beard and no stash like Kimball's thumbnail pics?
I don't think you did.
I don't know.
No.
Robin says, I can't picture Kimball teaching students. Not that he wouldn't be a good teacher, but putting up with their crap. No way.
I mean, adults is one thing, but I don't know. Actually, I get along great with kids because I am a kid, but like, I don't like mess, so that wouldn't go well.
Kimball's like super introverted, but he gets along. Anyone who he interacts with like loves him.
That's not
so
true.
No, it is true.
There was like that one person probably somewhere.
No, and so it's funny because like his natural demeanor attracts people to like want to be around him a lot, and but he's like very introverted. So it's like maybe the opposite of what you would think.
Maybe it's like they like me because they know that like, you know, I'm kind of like the friend on the side. Like if they really need someone, I'm there. But like if they want someone to go out and party with, then they have other friends. But I'm like that quiet friend that like, you know, I'm content being at home. I'll listen to you if you have worries you want to get off your chest.
I mean, DM him now, guys. You heard him.
You would. I have gotten some really intimate DMs like from people that I did not know, and I'm like, I don't know if you should be telling me this, but okie dokie, let's go with it. And I just try to make the best of it. I don't know how much more I can add to this. I think Rocky needs to get back to work because
you should draw his like lover coming up to like licking up his chest, Kimball.
No, but it totally reminds me of a drawing I did a long time ago of Archer and Kochek. Oh, we're done.
Oh my god. Let me take your seasick pills, guys. Whoa.
Oh, get out of my face. So,
Kimball, let's see.
We started with pumpkins and coffee. Hello, autumn. Right? Yum.
Aww.
I know. I'm ready for some pumpkin in autumn.
You're ready to end this live. I can tell by the look on your face, Kimball.
I'm a little tired. If you don't know, I like to be in bed by 9:30. I usually get in bed at 9, and then, I'll read.
It's 8:14.
which means I have an hour to prepare to get into bed.
Okay.
And then I try to go to sleep by 10:30. Yeah, so we got Dude and Autumn.
Cute. What's his name?
Dude.
SK says same, going to bed now. Mike Nelson says smiley face and this symbol.
Okay. Ready? Okay. So yeah, that's
Cute.
it.
Good job, Kimball. Janik says everything you do is beautiful. That includes me, right? Okay.
You really took it to the dirty place.
Sorry, okay, moving on. It's a family channel.
I thought the same thing.
The dude is called Chad. That's according to Maurice.
He's Chad.
He's a total Chad.
Oh my god, no, because that's like what's his butt's name off of
Charlie's Angels.
Tom Green, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it the Chad? It was the Chad. No, Chad.
Campbell's favorite part of that movie.
No. Drew, what were you thinking?
That's how you know a movie is so good that it can still be good after that scene is inserted.
We saw it twice in a row. All right. Thank you all so very much for hanging out with us. Yes, this is the sign off. Thank you. This is the sign off. We're saying
There you go.
Anyway, I'm gonna sign off. We're gonna say goodbye
now. Oh, this is the little thing he was talking about. So this thing holds his paintbrushes up right here.
Yeah, and when they're just damp, this is the one I was using. I just leave it here on this towel.
Marie says, thanks for the stream. Have a great night.
Hey, thanks, and bye.
They're trying to wrap it up, Kimball.
I'm trying to wrap it up, and you're all like, here's a pencil case, here's a sharpener.
Okay.
Anyway,
all right, thanks, you guys.
Thanks for hanging out. We will see you next week when I will be doing probably something from a coloring book, stamps or stencils, and yes, we'll just make it up as we go like we normally do.